This PC right here, built for all games here in 2019. Fortnite, Apex Legends, Battlefield 5, CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, all of them can play on this PC. Let's get into it. So in this build, we didn't have any crazy deals. They're all deals you can get in your local area or on eBay within probably $10 to $50 of what I bought them for. So let's get over these prices. So in here, the CPU, i7 4790. We got this one for 160 AUD or 115 US dollars. With the deal with the 16 gig of RAM also in there for an extra 80 AUD or 55 US dollars. So we got an i7 4790 and 16 gig of RAM for 240 Aussie dollars or just 170 US dollars, which is a pretty good deal. So the hard drive power supply and motherboard I got for a really good deal, just 20 AUD, which is 15 US dollars. I got that in an $80 i3 PC, sold the CPU for 60 bucks, so that was just $20 for the rest. Next up we have the GTX 1060 3GB Asus Dual. Now we got this one for $180 AUD or 130 US dollars, which isn't a crazy deal, but if you can get them for that price, they're worth that at the moment, and they still perform really well. 120GB SSD we got off Umart for just $30 or 21 US dollars. That was shipped, and we also got a 500GB hard drive for just $20 or 15 US dollars, which we got in a PC that we bought recently. The case, which is a Cooler Master Masterbox Lite 3.1 TG, and we also got a blue LED fan, which isn't the best for the $8 price point. Should have just went with a Cooler Master fan, but I thought I'd try it out because it's $4 less, but yeah, I won't be buying that one either. So the total price of this build was just 530 Aussie dollars or 380 US dollars, which for an i7 16 gig of RAM SSD hard drive and a GTX 1060 is a pretty good price. We got most of these parts from Gumtree. The only parts we bought new was the case, SSD, and the LED fan. Luckily Windows 10 came with the motherboard, so we didn't have to enter a product key, which you can buy legit ones for $14 anyway, or you can just use unactivated Windows. So I didn't have many problems building this PC, so let's get onto the build montage now.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly. Up here, we're free. marked only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight, and we'll fly. We'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. I will fly.
So unfortunately I won't be able to show you any benchmarks this video because I'm selling it very soon, so didn't get the time to film the benchmarks, and I don't have time to film it again obviously. But I didn't have any problems with it, no overheating, graphics card stayed around 60 degrees, which is pretty good for the dual fan. In Fortnite 1080p, low settings, it was minimum 220 FPS, averaging 240, medium was 180 FPS, high averaging 120, and epic averaging around 100 FPS, which is really good if you want to get a high refresh rate monitor like 144 Hz. You can match it with this build. So this would also be very good for video editing, and if you have a lot of Chrome tabs open, then the 16GB of RAM is more than enough. You only need 8GB of RAM right now here in 2019. That's all that's necessary, but the extra 8GB just adds that extra bit of flexibility when you want Chrome tabs, Discord, YouTube, Fortnite, whatever, any other games you want. It can also support up to 4 displays, so it has 2 DisplayPort, 2 HDMI, and a DVI. I normally run it with a DVI and 2 DisplayPorts. That generally works the best, and you still only sacrifice about 10% of frame rates with the 2 extra monitors, as they have to take some other graphics computing power. But that's the sacrifice you have to take, which is more, 10% isn't a lot, it's only 100 to 90 FPS in Epic Fortnite, so great price as it is, where if you bought a new system right now, it'd be around 1,000 to 1,100 Australian dollars with a 1060 and an SSD and hard drive. So you won't basically find one of these deals brand new, so it's always better to buy used if you want the best bang for your buck budget PC. Now this isn't the best budget PC you could build because we spent an extra $50 on the K, an extra $30 on the SSD, and an extra $40 on the RAM, but that's all justified with the aesthetics, the performance. You could have also gone with an i5 with this GTX 1060 and that would have been fine. So it's not the best bang for your buck you can get, but it's definitely a very good price point for the specs, the aesthetics, and the performance you can get out of this machine.